What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is up? They went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Or you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? That's how I do theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sand Castle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to, I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did on Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yala Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped here everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see Cassie. Get me up in my DMs because I do want to see if you have some thong or a blue, Josh or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Child, I was over here talking, talking, acting like it was up. The screen was up. Just a mess. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What is going on? What's going on? How are y'all today? Listen, I almost didn't go live, y'all. It was a listen, but then I said, I know I got a long weekend, and I said I don't want to go between now and Monday before I go live again. So I said, let me go live today. Volvo said, oh, we got reasons to go live because it does say live for no damn reason. And Volvo was like, no, we got reasons. Hey, Volvo. Hey, Cams. Y'all know how Cams don't be doing me right, y'all. That's supposed to be my husband. We supposed to be getting married and wedded bliss. I'm supposed to have y'all as guests, as invited guests to the wedding and reception. And y'all see how he be doing me? Just a mess. Just a goddamn mess. Child, girl, I don't want the hat this way. I think I like her that way. Anyway, hey TJ, hey L Sid, what's going on? Lil Baby, Janae, Cross Country Cruiser, Tracy W, CK Amelie. Jonathan, where were you yesterday? We had a whole Divine Nine discussion yesterday, Jonathan. We had a whole discussion yesterday. It was a whole 30-minute discussion, too. Simira, how are you? Yes, Simira. We're supposed to be in wedded bliss. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost lunchtime. Okay. What time is lunch, Miss Baythang? Here you go, being the victim again when you learn well. Do not associate with me with anything that has anything to do with those women descended from the Caucasus Mountains. Mm-mm. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Jonathan said, Lord, I'm going to have to go back and watch it. It was about that alpha mess. It absolutely was. Yes, Paul, you made it today. We are glad to see you. Glad to have your face in the place. Do we get cake? Oh, you talk about cake that you cut and eat. Oh, okay. Not the other kind of cakes that you eat. Those cakes are for cams. But yeah, we'll have cake. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The other cakes are for Cam. But Cam's be acting funny. What's on the wedding menu? I'm a seafood girl. So I'm gonna need some type of seafood. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how I roll. It's gonna be seafood, and more seafood. I'm a little bougie. We may have, I'm not gonna do the traditional like lobster or anything like that, but I'd love to have some golden crab. hmm Maybe some lobster bisque, as the soup. You get super salad. So you may have for your soup a good lobster bisque, but I'm sure gonna have me some golden crab. Already shelled and everything. Can it be in Miami, TJ? That's home for me. I ain't gonna let Cams talk me into having it in Alabama. We gonna have to have it in my hometown, Miami, but we can have a little fun. I'm gonna have Junkanoo's and all, TJ. TJ, we gonna have Junkanoo's at all, okay? Listen. I got a bunch of friends that's Haitian too, TJ. They gonna come through singing Zopope, 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 Zop. That's what I'm saying. That's what they gonna come through singing. I'm telling you. We'll have something for you, Cams, to eat. This not about you. It's my day. It's my wedding. It's my day. We gonna make sure you have something. God. Hey, Errol. Hey, L Love. Hey, Mr. Pisces. Hey, China White. Oh, you from North Miami. That's why I said I'm gonna have my Haitian friends come through. They're gonna start singing Zopope, Zopope. Ciao. Now I'm from Liberty City. Now I know in North Miami, that's all the Zos stay over there in North Miami. That's Zo. Listen, even though we have Lil Haiti, it's probably more Haitians in North Miami than it is in Lil Haiti at this point. Between North Miami and North Miami Beach, ciao. Ravine, yes, we are planning this wedding. I need y'all to put in the chat what me and Cams should have for the wedding. We need to plan out the colors. Okay, we need colors for this wedding. We need to know what's going to be on the menu at this good reception. What's going to be the songs that we come out to? Each part of the wedding party. Hey, Phil, they got to have a song that they come out to. Who's going to make it onto the wedding party? I'm just saying. Where we going for the honeymoon? Y'all go ahead and plan it out for us because we ain't got this type of time. Can you be the ring bearer? We'll allow that, Harold. We could do that. Since nobody else claimed it, we'll let you do it. Janae said it's going to be crimson, white, and gold. I could see that. Okay. I'm here for that. I'm here for that, Janae. I like those colors. LCC, I'm checking invitations at the dough. Jagged Edge, let's get married. Can't be the song. I don't know about Jagged Edge. Let's get married. I want more of an old school feel. Something like Tony Terry, When I'm With You, or Tony Terry, Everlasting Love, or Atlantic Star, Always. You know what I'm saying? Give me a, Luther Vandross, Here and Now. Give me some shit that's gonna be a quintessential marriage black wedding song. Feel good. We planning our imaginary wedding that Cams keep playing with. And see, now he's gonna be silent in the chat and he ain't saying nothing. See how he do me, y'all? See how he do me? This is why we ain't married yet. This is why we ain't even engaged yet. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What you gonna be wearing down to this good wedding? That's the song, We Must Be in Love, child. I don't know. He probably going to find menu items he can eat. Oh, okay. Thank you, LC, because we try to plan that out. Anyway, so I decided to go live here today. I demand a couple of forevers. Oh, I'm down for a couple of forevers. Chrisette Michelle is my boo. That is my bitch. That's my chick. We could do a couple of forevers. Done. There it is right there. Done, Cams. A couple of forevers. That's it. That's the song right there. You ain't got to say nothing but a word. Chrisette Michelle, done. No questions asked. Love me some Chrisette Michelle. Love her. Love her. Anyway. Now I'm not doing this gay stuff where you see one guy have on like a dress and one guy have on the suit. Baby, I'm gonna have on one more good tux. My tux gonna be sickening. I'm not wearing no Billy Porter-esque tux where it got kind of a skirt on it and all that. I'm not doing all of that foolishness. I'm gonna have on me a sickening tux. And so will Cams. I'm not carrying no bouquet. Don't ask me to carry none. Lord. We ain't doing none of that. Tracy is the flower girl. Well, you can have multiple flower girls. We're not having no ass out. This is going to be a classy, bougie affair. There will be no ass out in this tuxedo. God. No, a white tux for no, I can't. I can't even listen. I'm like Blanche Devereaux. Even I can't believe a white tux. I could see since Janae said we're doing white, crimson, white, and gold. I could see a gold jacket, right, with white pants, white lapels, but like but like crimson accessories or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Can we have it at the Eden Rock? Hey, Tanya. Maybe. I'm trying to think somewhere real bougie we can have it down in Miami. Crimson cufflinks. Like I'm trying to visualize this in my head. Now, please be clear. When you walk in, the host and hostesses are gonna say, "Yeah, you need to put your camera, your phone in this bag, and we'll check. You got to check your phone at the door, baby. We're not. I'm gonna do like that wedding I went to, baby. We're not gonna have no phones in my wedding. That's what we're not gonna do, because you whores are not gonna post all of the pictures from my good wedding before I do. No, ma'am. No, God. It's gonna be one of those. Oh, girl, you had to be there. They wasn't even playing with you, baby. You had to come in there and check your camera at the door. check your phone at the door. I'm checking all watches as well as eyeglasses because you know they got cameras on their watch and cameras on their glasses. Let me see them glasses. Boo, them glasses not gonna make it. Go get you another pair of glasses, or you're not gonna come in. Let me see that watch. Yeah, you need to check your watch up here. We got a clock on the wall. Don't worry about it. If you need to know what time it is, if you got someplace to be that bad, then this ain't the place for you. You need to find you somewhere else to go. Wait, what's the difference? Wait, what is a bell ringer? I've never had a bell ringer at a wedding or a Bible bearer. You just have a ring bearer and a flower girl. Bell ringers, Bible bearers. I ain't never had all of that. Yeah, the bar, it's gonna be an open bar. We're not gonna make people. We bougie around these parts. We're not gonna make people pay for no goddamn bar. Fuck. Listen. I mean, we got to find a way to laugh because politics right now is a complete dumpster fire and in fucking disarray. It's a complete dumpster fire. There are also broom carriers. Okay, we can have all of that. Listen, I got a big family, so I got enough people to fill all of these spots. Broom carriers, Bible bearers, bell ringers. I mean, we got people for all that. Crimson ties, cufflinks, socks, white pants, white shirt, and gold jacket. I can see it. The bell ringers line is to ring the bell and say the bride is coming. The bride is coming. In your case, the groom is coming. The groom is coming. Okay. Listen. The Democrats created this problem, and now it's here. And they don't know what to do about it. We probably do all of that country mess in Alabama. I know y'all do. That's some country mess. That's just like I had never heard of a crowning at a funeral until I saw it on Chase in Dallas. I didn't even know what that was. I'm just saying. We don't have that where I come from. We don't have that. A nice eggshell or cream will do. Well, what you gonna have on cams? Hopefully something that accentuates your crotch. Well, no, we ain't gonna do that because I hate to have to beat one of these hoes' ass for looking at you too hard. So we ain't gonna even do that. Cam, I ain't gonna do that. I don't want to have to whoop nobody ass. The distraction child. I didn't know what a crowning was either, Danny. That's when at the funeral, somebody, I guess somebody from the funeral staff, they come, parading through the funeral with a crown in their head. I mean, in their hands, and they go and put the crown on top of the body or something like that. I was like, it's like real dramatic too. Like they marching in slow, dramatic fashion. Child, they usually try to sing "I Shall Wear a Crown" or something like that. Be messing up that song. If it ain't Yolanda DeBerry, throw it away because we don't want nobody singing "I Shall Wear a Crown" except for Yolanda DeBerry. If it ain't her, throw the shit away. Hey, David, we played at my wedding over here. God, I also need recommendations for yeah, it's called a crowning ceremony. Jonathan, you know about these crowning ceremonies? I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about it. I ain't never seen one until I saw when on the that season. What season? I think that was season 2 of Chasing Dallas. When George first came on, he talked about working at the funeral home, and they showed like a clip of him at the funeral home, and they had this thing, and they was these people with this crown. I didn't even know what it was. You say you hate this song, "I Should Wear a Crown." If it ain't Yolanda DeBerry, I'm with you. But give me Yolanda DeBerry, and I'm okay. Anybody ever watched the video for "I Should Wear a Crown" and wonder who that random man is with that white t-shirt? Everybody in the crowd, I'm not in the crowd, in the choir, had on all black. Everybody knew the assignment. It's this one big ass man in the middle of the goddamn choir stand singing his heart out with this big burly ass white shirt, like he just got through doing somebody working on somebody's car from outside. Hey, Spicy Original. I hate seeing it at funerals. I think it's dumb. I'm sorry. All right. So put in the chat. I need to know what songs are we playing at the funeral. I need song recommendations for this funeral. Now, Cam said that our song is going to be A Couple of Forevers by Chrisette Michelle. So we already got that out the way. So when we do that first dance, you know what song we doing. But we need a playlist. Now, the playlist need to be songs, not just wedding songs, but songs that we going to play because we going to party at this good reception now. Please be clear. Wait, is A Couple of Forevers the song we gonna do our first dance to, Cams? Or is this the song that we coming down the aisle to? Because we need to know. I'm just saying. Before somebody asks, today we're doing peach nectarine. Peach nectarine is our Red Bull of the day. Peach nectarine. Not like us. Back that thing up. I'm with you, Jonathan. I'm with you when you write. Bobby Valentino, Love Dream. Not for the funeral, for the wedding. Back that ass up. Listen, I don't care if you 8 or 88. I don't care if it's 2008 or 3008. Back that ass up will always be a jam. It will always ride. It will always get everybody hyped. Not like us, absolutely. The baddest bitch. I can see that. You know, I'm from Miami, so Trina is always a good vibe for us. We need to have something from Mariah. We gotta have something from Mariah. We do. Which Always? Now I go for Always by Atlantic Star. Girl, you are to me all that a woman should be. You know, that's my jam. You better be drinking my favorite. This your favorite one? Listen, my favorite one. Y'all know what my favorite one is: watermelon. But I do like peach nectarine. I also like what is it? The strawberry apricot. Signature drink. Now I'm a gin drinker, so it's for me. It's gonna be anything involving gin. My gin of choice is the Botanist, but since we bougie and elitist, and this is the wedding, we may be going with a Monkey 47 or a Sip Smith for our gin for that evening. Stay the Night by Mariah actually would work. Love that song. Any Janet song? Yeah, we got to have some Janet. Sounds like everybody put together the playlist for the reception instead of the wedding. Stay the Night. Atlantic Star is the only wedding always to have. Yeah. Cam said he needs something with the rum. So we'll have a drink. We'll have a drink that I come up with. We'll have a drink that Cam's come up with. He said he needs something with rum in it. So he need a mojito. I need some with gin in it. One Night with You by Luther Vandross. Focus by her. Anytime by Janet Jackson. Now y'all trying to get it down. Are you talking about Anytime, Any Place? A Whitney song or two. What Whitney song? Now my favorite Whitney song is a breakup song, so we clearly can't sing that song. So some of Whitney's best songs are like breakup songs. All my songs I'm thinking about are like breakup songs by Whitney. You know what? Whitney's best songs are like breakup songs. I'm sorry. Unless you did like a oh God, I'm trying to think of a Whitney song. I have to think. You give good love. Thank you. Ribbon in the Sky. It's all right for me. I don't not like Ribbon in the Sky. Let's be clear. Stevie Wonder is always, in order. But You Give Good Love. Yes. Okay, I could go with You Give Good Love. I can go with Dancing with Somebody. Um, yeah. But all of my favorite Whitney songs are breakup songs. Oh my God. Oh yes, Whitney. So we gonna listen. We gonna have to get a shimmy in. So Wipe Me Down is gonna play. Now we could do old school and new school. We could do Candy for old school stroll. We could do Wipe Me Down for new school. But it's gonna be a whole thing. Okay, we gonna get. Matter of fact, we gonna play all the stroll songs because the whole Divine Nine is gonna be represented. Please be clear. The entirety of the Divine Nine will be represented. So we gonna have to play Candy for old school noobs. We're gonna play Wipe Me Down for new school noobs. For the Deltas, we'll play both To Be Real, and we'll play what's the other song the Deltas stroll to? Oh, it's the Trina song. What's the other song the Deltas stroll to? It's a Trina song. Pull over that ass too fat. That's what it is. Set it off for the AKAs. What the Sigma Gamma Rose stroll to? Brick House. The Sigma Gamma Rose, I know. I think they strolled to Brick House in my school. They strolled to Brick House, and the Zetas would stroll to She's a Bad Mama Jamma. We gotta do Swag and Surf. We got to have listen, Tanya, we got to do Ride the White Horse for the Nobles. We got to do Ride the White Horse. Oh yeah, also Nuck If You Buck. They also strolled to Nuck If You Buck. Thank you, Uncle Jay. And Shake That Monkey. Okay, I'm gonna be at the bar. You say you gonna be at the bar? I'm gonna be at the bar too the whole night. Just saying. Are we gonna be lit? Are we gonna be lit? It's not gonna be no. Oh, we're just gonna all be seated in our seats eating. By the time y'all get out of there, y'all gonna be done sweat y'all hair out. Y'all gonna be done took y'all shirt out y'all pants. Y'all gonna be done took y'all shoes off. Everybody gonna be had a good time. Hey Nessa, Nessa, we planning me and Cam's wedding in Miami. Now, what's the venue we gonna have it at? Now, Nessa, TJ said we should have it at the Eden Rock. I'm trying to think of a venue. I had that I've been to that had a cute wedding. I have been to a bunch of weddings, but I'm trying to think what's up because I need some bougie place. Okay, something like a Bal Harbor type place. You know what I'm saying? Something that speaks opulence. We own everything. Nuck If You Buck do make you want to fight. Which W hotel? The one over there on the strip in Fort Lauderdale? The Biltmore, yeah. You talk about the W right there on the strip, on the beach, on Fort Lauderdale Beach. I hate parking at that place too. God. Vizcaya. I went to a real nice wedding down to the Vizcaya. Vizcaya would be nice because it gives you all of the, scenic stuff with the flowers and all of that stuff. It got the shrubbery and all of the old castle looking buildings and stuff. Vizcaya might be cute. Fountain Blue, yes, TJ, Fountain Blue. We're gonna walk out like mom and daddy on Boomerang out the bathroom all messed up. Yes, we finna have a good time. We finna listen. What else we got to play? It's gonna be a whole lot of Luke because I'm from Miami. So you're gonna have some Luke and some Uncle Al playing up in there. And that's where the Miami people gonna really do their thing. We're gonna have some Luke, some Uncle Al gonna get some heavy rotation in the reception. The Junker News gonna come through and do they whole thug dizzle. I'm just saying. If y'all don't know what the Junker News is, that's a Miami, that's a Bahamas thing, but it's also a Miami thing. And it's just something you have to experience because me explaining it, it would just not do it no justice. The Spanish monastery would be nice too. I haven't been there in a while. You talk about the one over there in North Miami Beach? I ain't been there in a while. TJ. I said TJ Nessa. Nessa, I ain't been to the Spanish monastery in a long, long time. Over there in North Miami Beach. Costa Rica. So you already on honeymoons? Where do I want to go for a honeymoon? I done been a lot of places. What about I would like to go there, but I'm afraid I might get arrested for being gay. I was thinking about somewhere like Singapore because I've always wanted to go to Singapore, but I'm afraid that I might get arrested and thrown in jail because I just got married to a man. Uh so there goes that. Um Bora Bora. Now I ain't never been to Bora Bora. I'm okay with Bora Bora. Y'all see how Cam's putting his foot down on certain things that he say this is how it's gonna happen. I like a take charge man. Okay, if you want to go to Bora Bora, we could go. Let's do it. I'm flying first class only now. Let's be clear. We're gonna use all them points that Cam's got because Cam's got a lot of points. We finna use all his points. I thought East Asia was LGBTQ plus. Not down there in like Singapore, Indonesia, and stuff like that. They're not here for it. Oh, it's full of the gays, but I thought they said it was illegal or something like that. Or is that Indonesia somewhere down there? They don't fuck off. Ciao. Hey, MVN. Just dropping in for a quick hello while I travel through the UK. The time difference is throwing me off. Child, you know you always traveling somewhere, MVN. Singapore has legalized gay marriages. Okay, so we good in Singapore. Okay, good. So we could go there after we leave Bora Bora. We gonna globe trot when we take this honeymoon. Me and Cam, we just gonna globe trot. Y'all just gonna have to catch us on the gram and see where we at. You know, we're gonna take like a 2 week, 2 or 3 week honeymoon, and every 3-4 days you're gonna have to figure out where we are. Where in the world is Cam's and L Teddy? That's what it's gonna be. Oh, I'm thinking about Indonesia and Bali. Okay. Thailand. Well, Cam said we going to Bora Bora. Hey, E Starkey, and I ain't got a choice in it. I'm okay with Bora Bora. You L said you got to listen to your husband. That's how some of these chicks end up divorced. They be trying to call all the shots and shit, and they end up being divorced. I'm gonna be. You want to go to Bora Bora? Let's go to Bora Bora. Instagram couple should be Cam Teddy. Here for it. Cam Teddy or Teddy Cam. I don't know. Cam Teddy has a nice ring to it. Teddy Cam. It sounds like some kind of camera. I'm here for Cam Teddy. Hashtag Cam Teddy when you post us on the gram. Just saying. You want to eat at the underwater restaurant in Bora Bora? Okay. We could do that. You know, when you have two individuals that got, a little bit of, well, Cam's got all the money. I'm just trying to catch up and get to his level of, money making. But Cam's got money like that, so we can go wherever we want. I'm a sub who knew. Wait, what? No, I'm not submissive like that. No, I got what you said. Now, am I a sub? No, I ain't like that. I can go along with the program. I like when people call the shots, and I don't have to. Absolutely, but please be clear. If there's any amount of hesitation and you making a decision will be made. Bali is very much a lover's place. I was single when I went there and was there and was their lonely girl. Oh, okay. You make sure money You make more money. Don't be counting my pockets. What rings we gonna have? Listen, I don't need all of that. I'm not a jewelry person. Okay. Hey, lovely 31 blueprint. I'm not really a jewelry person. I don't wear earrings. I wore earrings in college, like diamond studs in college. I haven't worn them pretty much since college. I don't like stuff on my hands, on my wrist. I don't like stuff on my hands. So, yeah. They have a position for that, Danny, where you top from the bottom, or you bottom from the top, I should say, where it looks like you're topping, but you're actually bottoming. They have a sexual position for that. But to answer your question, TJ, I could go real simple with the ring. I don't need all of that, but it need to be a platinum band. I'm just saying. I don't need to have all that diamonds and stuff like that, but the band will be platinum. I'm just saying. Custom bands will be nice, with a nice little inscription on the inside. hmm Something on the inside like um plowing your guts into eternity, Cam Teddy. See what I'm saying? That would be a nice, good inscription. Plowing your guts into eternity, Cam's and L Teddy. There we go. What Harold said. Don't be over here counting my pockets, Harold. Harold. Over here counting my good pockets. Child. Girl. Island Soul in Columbia City is a nice place to eat and is black owned. I don't know why I thought you were going to say something romantic. I don't know why you thought that either. That's I'm going to hit. Well, I sure thank y'all for putting this together for us. They are married folks. Right. Thank you, Elsie. Please tell Harold all up in grown folks and married folks' business. Girl, worry about what me and Cam's got going on. I only need to be honest about my finances with my spouse. I ain't got to let the world know what I got going on. Just saying. Hashtag Cam Teddy. We gonna make this happen. Now, when it's gonna be the wed, it's gonna have to be a January wedding date because both of our birthdays are in January, and I have a problem remembering dates because my birthday is 1/1. So it's gonna have to be a January birthday. If it's not in January, I'm not gonna remember. I'm just being honest. Well, I mean, what are we talking about? Listen, all of the legals stuff, prenups, and all of that stuff. That's for us to worry about. Y'all worry about the wedding, the reception, and the aftermath. Just saying. Yeah. Because when we have our first child, we got to think about the name of our child and stuff. We're going to have twins. That's what we'll do. We'll have twins. Child. I'm just saying. Only spouse and IRS need to know. Right. Child. Hashtag Cam Teddy. What about the bachelor party? Now, you see, I ain't said nothing about no bachelor party. That is for those people who need to know only. Because the bachelor party is going to be a tight-knit circle. Only people who going to know when the bachelor party is, where's that, and what's going on is those people invited. That's it. They could be my kids as long as you got the money to take care of them. Ain't nobody carrying no children. That's why they have surrogates. Cam's got enough money where we could pay for a surrogate and all of that stuff. Cam's got enough money where we could pay to have a surrogate. You know what I'm saying? That's real easy. Child, y'all see how he over here trying to denounce our cheering already. They ain't even came out yet. Child, niggas, just trifling. Lord. Anyway, I did come out on here to talk to y'all a little bit about what's going on in politics. We do got a lot of stuff going on in politics. Let me give y'all some updates. Now, I need y'all to come over here and I need y'all to talk because a lot of times I feel like I feel like I do a lot of the talking and I feel like y'all be having a lot to say. And sometimes I be needing y'all to come up here and add y'all commentary and stuff like that. So I'm gonna drop the link because we often talk about this debacle that's going on. Let me give y'all some of the updates that I have right now. Because there are some updates that I do need to give y'all. I know those of you all in the members only chat, y'all know we've been talking about this stuff for a good part of the day. But for those people not in the members only chat, shout out to the members. Shout out to the goddamn members. Because we be in there having a good ass time. But so according to the Associated Press, those close to the situation say that the 44th president of these yet to be United States, in the form of President Barack Hussein Obama, has already had a private conversation with some allies to Joseph Robinette, saying that he needs to consider the viability of his campaign, but he hasn't come out and said that yet. Also, it was reported last night, if you watched some of the coverage last night, oh man, why I can't think of this man's name? What's the name of the man who not Chuck Todd, oh, I can't think of this man's name, but he reported, very well-known journalist for CNN. He was with MSNBC at one time, but he's with CNN. Anyway, he was reporting, God, I can't think of this man's name, but he with the blonde hair. But he reported that he talked to senior level staff of President Biden, and they said that he also spoke with senior level staff of Chuck Schumer, said that they had gone to Biden and had a serious conversation with him about pulling out of the race. Okay, that all of this was happening. He told them, listen, you know I'm gonna go over here, you know I'm gonna report this, and you got a problem with me reporting it. And they said they ain't had no problem. They didn't tell him not to report it or anything. We know Nancy Pelosi is already on record. We know Adam Schiff is already on record. Hey, Catherine Powell. So my point is, and I hear y'all. I hear everybody that's saying, listen, this is stupid. Why are y'all trying to get this man to pull out? I think it's a double-edged sword at this point. I think if we take a step back, and please, if you want to come through and speak your mind on this, please come through, speak your mind on this. Let me finish giving you the updates, and then I'll add some commentary. And anybody who wants to come up, y'all can come up. But so according to, well, let me read to you what the AP, the Associated Press, is saying. The Associated Press says Democrats at the highest levels are making a critical push for President Joe Biden to reevaluate his election bid, with former President Barack Obama expressing private concerns to allies and Speaker Emerita Nancy Pelosi privately telling Biden the party could lose the ability to seize control of the House if he doesn't step away from the 2024 race. Pelosi also presented polling to Biden that she argued shows he likely can't defeat Republican Donald Trump, though the former speaker countered Thursday in a sharp statement that the feeding frenzy from anonymous sources, quote, misrepresents any conversations she may have had with the president, end of quote. Obama has conveyed to allies that Biden needs to consider the viability of his campaign, but has also made clear that the decision is one Biden needs to make. The former president has taken calls in recent days from members of congressional leadership, Democratic governors, and key donors to discuss their concerns about his former vice president. Also, where's the other story I had? Now, it's one thing after another, and even people who are staunch Biden or nothing else, Biden or bust people, they are even like, come on, Biden, give us something to hold on to. Biden had an interview. I saw an interview just last night where Biden couldn't even get the name of General Lloyd Austin out and just called him that black man. I posted it in the members only chat, and people are calling him out, saying, for saying, oh, the black man. If you have, and as much as people are saying, hey, y'all shouldn't do this, let's say right now all of the fodder went away and they say, okay, we back in Biden. They've done enough damage at this point where even if he had a shot at winning, the damage is done. The damage is done. And if you really look at it, it's almost like we're watching in real time this man aging in front of our face. Like it's literally like we're literally watching him age in front of our face. Every single interview he's done since the debate, frankly, has been awful. And what's scary is these are interviews, and we know his administration plants questions. They only allow the interviewer to ask certain questions. If they don't agree to ask the list of questions they supply, they won't give them the interview. I'm just saying. I mean, it's not a good. At this point, he needs to get. It's not going to stop. The fodder is not going to stop. Let's be clear. He's not doing himself any favors. The fodder is not going to stop. So he needs to put our democracy at the forefront and put his ego behind and say, you know what? Fuck it. This what y'all want. Go ahead. Let me get out as quickly as I can and make it a clean cut so that you can salvage what's left of these remaining 4 months that you have before we have a whole ass election. We got a whole election coming up in less than 4 months. Oh, we're going to talk about that in just a second, Cams, because that was my other big story of the day, and that's Cori Bush, but we're going to get there in just a second. Please, because I'm trying not to lose my mind on the Cori Bush situation. I'm trying not to lose my goddamn mind like I did with the Jamal Bowman situation. So where was I at? So in terms of Biden, even though the top players, major players, are not on record, I guess Adam Schiff would be the first of the major players to come out and definitively say he needs to get out of the race. All of the major players are saying it behind the scenes. I mean, at this point, that whole I caught COVID situation yesterday, that was it. That was once they said he got COVID, yeah, and then had the nerve to say, oh, even though I have COVID, I'm going out here to go meet with Benjamin Netanyahu in a few days. It's like, bruh, read the room. You over here talk about you finna isolate because you got COVID, but you managed to say, but yeah, I'm still gonna go and meet with Benjamin Netanyahu in a few days. Continuing to stoke the fire and flames of all of those sentiments of people who cannot stand you and your administration because of what you got going on over across the globe with this whole ass genocide. Child. Child. Well, the problem with you, I see you said what happens to the campaign funds. The problem is the people are that's the real reason they have decided that they need to make the switch, because the people that are adding to the campaign conference have said we're not giving you a dime no more. The well has dried up. Now they have funds there. They have funds in the accounts, but they're saying we're not going to give any more money. And you need money for the next 4 months to make this happen. You absolutely need a lot of money over the next 4 months to make this happen. And the major donors are saying, yeah, bro, we ain't give you nothing. Shit is over. I don't see her. Like I said in the members only chat, I don't see this man making it to the end of the month. And we got about what? Less than 2 weeks until we get to the end of the month. 2 weeks from today, it'll be August 1st. I told y'all a couple weeks ago, the day no, I'm sorry, not the day after. It was when I was in Turks and Caicos. I came on live during Turks and Caicos and said the young man is gonna be out of the race. I told y'all that. Y'all looked at me like I was crazy. Y'all said, oh no, that's crazy. And I was like, I talked to my people, I talked to my sources. They said this is gonna happen. So now at this point, if they do decide to move from Biden, the only question we're going to have is who will they have for the VP, because they're going to move Kamala up. They don't have they don't have a choice. They're going to have to move Kamala up. Kamala is going to move up to that to take the ticket as president. And the question then becomes, who will they have for the vice president? It can't be Gavin Newsom because of rules that are in place about people being on the same ticket from the same state. So then the only question would then become, who do you have for a VP? Because I don't see the Democratic Party just going that rogue and just saying screw it, throwing out the baby with the bathwater and saying we're just gonna have a whole new ticket. I don't see that happening, because that would really upset though they're biting or bust people that are going to be upset. And the only way to salvage that constituency would be to have some consistency in the form of keeping Kamala on the ticket. So so I don't see them not moving Kamala up on the ticket to the president spot. But the question is, who do you have for vice president? Now, I know who I would love to have or see as her vice president. However, hey, Montrez, what's good, bruh? The problem with that is the people who I like would not be good for the Democratic Party, because you know me, I'm rooting for everybody black. So, but I could see them trying to do maybe. I could see. Here's a couple people who I could see them trying to uh uh um move into that spot. The first thing that comes up, I don't think they should do that person because it'll just be way too progressive for the Dems, and they're not as progressive as you think. So, um, people are throwing out Buttigieg. Buttigieg, you would have a black biracial female vice president. I mean president, and a gay vice president. That's this is going to sound horrible coming from a black gay man. That's not a winning ticket. Because even on the Democratic side, there's a lot of bigots, racist, and discriminatory people. So you're going to need someone who can tap into votes that you potentially want to gain back from having a woman and a black woman as on the presidential ticket. So you're not going to have a gay man. That's too much progressive stuff for them. I shudder to think them to have a two women on the ticket. So there's that. So I could see the Dems putting a white man as VP. I'm telling you, they're going to go with a white man as the VP. I'm not saying that's the right move, but I'm telling you how these people think. Now, or um or now if they want to think outside the box, if they really want to think um outside the box, what's my man name, the former congressman, oh god, Joaquin Castro. I couldn't think of that man's name. Now if there are people who've thrown his name out there, I don't think he's been high enough in, because people are saying, oh, maybe have a Latino on the ticket because that could garner some Latino votes and things like that. I don't think he's had enough experience in Congress. He did run for president in 2020. He was a part of the actually it was his brother that ran for president, Julian Castro. I'm mixing him and his brother. He has a twin. They're twins. It's Juan and Julian Castro. Joaquin and Julian Castro. Julian Castro ran for president in 2020. Joaquin is a representative out of the state of Texas. He's a U.S. representative, but I've heard Joaquin Castro's name thrown out there. I just don't think that he has enough political capital. People are throwing his brother's name out there, Julian Castro, who served as HUD secretary under Barack Obama. His name is being thrown out there because they're trying to find pockets of votes that they could get. So how do I feel about that? If you're going to throw Joaquin Castro in this, not Joaquin or Julian Castro in there, I think that you might as well throw the people who I'd like to see in there, and that would be Senator Raphael Warnock or Governor Wes Moore. I think it may be a little too early for Governor Wes Moore, but hell, I said when Barack Obama ran in 2008 that it was too early for him to run, because remember, he had just became a senator in 2004. I think Barack became a U.S. senator in 2004. Yeah, it was 2004. 04. Yeah, I think it was 04. And I said it was too. I said that Barack should have ran in 2012, but he ran in 2008 and did well and won. So, hey, Aquarius, is the only real sign. I mean, if you go on Julian Castro or Joaquin Castro, might as well go Westmore or Raphael Warnock. But then there might be too much blackness for them. Just saying. You said they don't want nobody they don't want nobody fully black. Well, you better let me drink my damn, I ain't got no more in here. I was about to say, oh, let me finish my finish my good Red Bull. I'm just saying. I don't think Nancy P gonna have a choice, Aquarius. I don't think she's gonna have a choice. I don't, like I said, I don't see them going radical and just having some brand new person at the top of the ticket. If they're gonna push if they're gonna push Biden out, they can't have just some brand new person at the top of the ticket. That will not work. That will not work. So I'm not gonna all over again, because in 2016, if we're being honest, no one expected that young man to win. Let's just be honest. We did not. We did not. We did not. That it would be revisionist history to say that we expected him to win. We did not. If it's not Kamala, all hell will break loose. Yeah. Yeah. So I just think that they're going to have to come up with some names of people that really, really, really would garner votes that they're going to need to tap into. They have to tap it. If they're going to take Biden off the ticket, they're going to have to tap into votes that they think they're going to lose by putting Kamala up. So I'm telling you, whoever they name is probably it's going to be a man. I could tell you that. It will not be a woman by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm willing to bet you whatever. It's not going to be a woman at the bottom of the ticket. I'm more inclined to think that it's going to be a white man. So, but Obama didn't run in 2016. Obama was in 2008. So let's be clear. If your president bows out gracefully, and at this point, just do that. Just salvage what's left of your dignity, President Biden. Just salvage what's left of your dignity, okay? And they push Kamala up to the top of the ticket. Who will they have? Let me ask this question. Let's see what. Sometimes I like to search these questions. Viable candidates for VP under Kamala Harris. All right. So I got a bunch of hits for this. So according to one of my sources of truth, The Hill, they say Andy Beshear, Kentucky governor. That's a good pick. And here's why Andy Beshear would be a good pick. Now that I'm glad I looked this up. Andy Beshear is Democratic governor out of the great state of Kentucky, one of the bluest of blue states. Okay. your resident Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Mitch McConnell, is out of the great state of Kentucky. So, and he knows how to win in a blue state. He knows how to garner votes from people that, live in red areas. He can go and speak to those people and talk about being the governor of a state where it's a bunch of racist, bigoted, and discriminatory people. That would be a good pick. That would be a good pick. A great pick. Andy Bashir would be a great pick. He's still young. He's only 46. Now, another Democratic governor who they have on this list. The next person they have is Roy Cooper. Now, Roy Cooper is a Democrat. He's the governor of the great state of North Carolina. However, my only issue with him is, and he once again is someone who knows how to win in a red state. He's 67, which when you compare it to 78-year-old Donald Trump and 81-year-old Joe Biden, seems young, but 67 still ain't young. That would be I would not put him over Andy Bashir. Who else they have? The governor of the great state of Pennsylvania, Joe Shapiro, which would secure a coveted swing state in Pennsylvania. He's 51. He is a rising star. I absolutely will say that in the Republican Party, and knows how to raise money. Absolutely knows how to raise money. So he's not a bad pick. Would I put him as a better pick than Andy Bashir? But that's not a bad pick. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. I don't know that I would pick him because he's not going to get you any. He's not going to tap into segments of the electorate that you need to tap into. Yeah. J.B. Pritzker, he's the governor of Illinois. Illinois is a blue state. He's not going to garner or get you any, pockets of votes that you wouldn't have gotten already with Kamala Harris. So I don't know that I like that pick. See who else they got on this list. Governor Gretchen Whitmer. I like her, but they're not going to. Two women on the ticket will not fly. You're going to lose votes that way. So those are the people who they name on this list by the Hill. Now here's the list by Forbes. On the Forbes list, I still like that. That Andy Bashir is a good pick, a great pick. They say Colorado Governor Jared Polis. Not a bad pick. I don't think that he has the name recognition, so people would have to get to know him, and we don't have a lot of time for people to build brand awareness on Governor Jared Polis. He's a good pick, but not for this situation, only because he's just not we just would need, it's not enough time to sell him. Think about when Hillary Clinton ran and you had Tim Kaine that ran, and it was like, who? And people didn't even know who he was. Forbes list has J.B. Pritzker, Gretchen Whitmer. We talked about her. Josh Shapiro. They actually list Senator Raphael Warnock. I love that pick, but like I said, I don't know that it would help them to have two black people on the ticket. Now I see Senator Amy Klobuchar of the great state of Minnesota on here. I don't think that they would I don't think two women on the ticket would help. And they also have Secretary Pete Buttigieg, and we talked about him earlier. Right now, my best out of the list that I've seen, Andy Bashir is the best pick so far. So far. Let's see who's on this list. Let's see. On this list, this is a CNN list. They have the two. They basically say there's two people that she should choose from, and that's Governor Cooper out of North Carolina and Governor Bashir out of Kentucky. I say go with Bashir. That to me sounds like if you're going to push Biden out and you're going to put Kamala Harris in and get Bashir in. What Bashir will do is a couple things. People are going to think, oh, you got this radical, progressive leftist in Kamala Harris, which she's not. Let's just be clear. But people are going to assume that because she's black, because she's a woman, and because she's from California. But please be clear, she's no progressive. She's no radical leftist. But I'll let people think that. But that's what people are going to think. What Bashir will do is the optics will make people believe that he's more of a centrist, more of a, oh, I want to, meet people where they are and pull from both sides of the aisle because he's from the great state of Kentucky and was able to win in Kentucky. So it will at least give the perceptions and the optics that they're doing what they can to salvage more of the center. That would be a push to get more independents to come over. Putting Bashir in there as well would let the electorate know that they were serious when they said they wanted somebody young and viable, because Bashir is only 46. He's only 46. Bashir is a two-term governor. So not only did he win the first time, it wasn't a fluke. He went in and won again. He also can raise money and funds. So to me, I think I think that makes the best sense to me. They want of them to be in control. I don't think that would be Shapiro being Jewish. With everything going on right now, with AIPAC running a fucking muck all over the country, we'll get there in a second. I just don't see them. I don't see that being the best thing to do. I just don't see that being I just don't see that being the best thing. Now, what do y'all think of a Harris Bashir ticket? Exactly here. I know a lot of people don't see it for Harris. A lot of people don't like Mark Kelly, Senator Mark Kelly out of what is that, Arizona? Where's Mark Kelly is out of Arizona. I could see that, Cymera. I could see that. I could see that because he just won in 2022. Didn't he? Or is he up for election? I think he just won in 2022. You don't know who Bashir is? He's the governor of Kentucky. He's the governor of Kentucky. Democratic governor of Kentucky at that. Hey, Catherine Powell. I don't even know if I said hey to you. What What's crazy is now Yana is our Kentucky expert because she lives in Kentucky and probably voted for Bashir. What's crazy is folks in Kentucky been trying to get Andy to run for president, and if the stupid party would have paid attention, we wouldn't be here. Well, the Democratic Party is stupid as hell. Y'all know I've been chronicling how idiotic the Democratic Party is for a long time. Now I'll be honest. If I saw a ticket that had Harris, Bashir on there, that's a ticket that can galvanize the base. That's a ticket that can get people excited again about what is, what could be. Even though people say, oh, we're 4 months away, 4 months is still a lot of time. You could raise a lot of money in 4 months. You could do a lot of campaigning in 4 months. And because Kamala Harris would be vice president and not president, she would have a lot more time to go and do campaigning and things like that. I would really be here for it. Do it today. This shit is going to happen anyway. They're going to push Joe. While you down in your basement over there quarantining, bruh, just go ahead and let the shit go, okay? Go ahead and bow out gracefully and let history be kind to you and your legacy. You got a 50+ year legacy as a politician in these yet to be United States of America. Bow out gracefully and live out, the rest of your remaining years, with dignity and pride. Because frankly, if we're being honest, you might be shortening your own lifespan by trying to do another 4 years. Being president takes a toll on the body and takes years off your life. You ain't got that many years to be taken off, sir. You say you don't see it happening, but that's just you. You don't see what don't you see happening, crazy homebody girl? Biden bowing out. I don't think he's gonna have much of a choice. Well, I tell you, he's amazing at raising money. Yeah, he raises money now. One thing Bashir can do, if you talk to anybody, Bashir raises money. Him and Josh Shapiro, they are great at raising money. Independents are like Republican, are too radical, and Dems are too pusillanimous. Well, I agree. Bashir will be a great choice. He can get the funds easy because of who he is. He can get the funds. He's young enough. He's vibrant enough. He could talk the talk. He could talk to the rednecks. He could talk to people in the rural area. He could talk to the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. He can also speak to minorities. And he can galvanize the base. We need the base to be galvanized. Let's be clear. Black people, we will fall our ass in line and vote for Kamala Harris. We already know that. You ain't got to worry about us black people. The black people, we're going to do what we got to do. Y'all don't need to worry about black people. Black people going to be fine. We have always carried the banner for the Democratic Party. We will galvanize and we will get behind Kamala Harris. We need to try and get some of these wayward ass white people that's all over the fucking place and get some of their asses to come over here and vote. That's why I think Bashir would be a great pick. We need somebody that's going to go over there and try to talk to some of those young people who are pissed the fuck off with the Democratic Party and this administration. We need somebody to go over there and talk to them and get them to get out of their dorm rooms and go vote, because many of them said, fuck you and fuck your life, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So we need somebody. Kamala Harris don't even go over there and talk to them young people. Send Andy Bashir over there. Let him go talk to them people, because I have water in my ear from this morning. I got to get this water out my ear. We always carry that. We do. I mean, that's a different story. The parties were aligned differently back then. LC, let's be clear. The Republican Party, as we know it, was what we know to be. Remember, the party switched during LBJ's tenure. It was the Dixiecrats back then. They were racist as hell, and the Republicans were the ones who were liberals, and that switched under LBJ. So You know, already talking about voting for the Tangerine Man. Listen, they pissed the young people. I told y'all they pissed the young generation off with this whole Israel Hamas situation, arresting these kids just for protesting. Mind you, Biden and his generation were protesting when they were in college, but y'all arresting people. The kids now. Let me not get on my soapbox. The last thing I'm gonna talk about, and I got to get out of here because I know really be getting ready to go live, and I got a lot of stuff to do before I go out. Get on go travel tomorrow. Cori Bush right now is suffering the same fate, not complete, but looks like she may. They're trying to have her suffer the same fate as Jamal Bowman. A new poll just came out earlier this week, and they have Wesley Bell, who's a Democrat, who's a Democrat running in the primary against Cori Bush. In the new poll, they have him 56 with 56% of the vote to Cori Bush's 33% of the vote. That's 23%. That's 23 points. Now, the primary is on August 6th. This is Missouri's first congressional district. Now, we know the story of Cori Bush. We know Cori Bush is a member of the Squad. We know Cori Bush is a progressive, but we also know this fucked up ass Democratic Party. And the Democratic Party has allowed AIPAC to dictate everything that goes on. The AIPAC spent almost $25 million to oust, say Universal Goddess, to oust Jamal Bowman in a primary. And now AIPAC is doing the same thing to Cori Bush. Why? Because Cori Bush spoke truth to power and said that we needed this, and said we need a ceasefire. Because Cori Bush said there's a whole fucking genocide going on across the country. And nobody's saying a goddamn thing about it. And we're funding it with United States dollars, taxpayer dollars. Cori Bush has been on the front lines of putting forth legislation completely, totally, and in line with the things that benefit Black people and the people of her constituency. Cori Bush has spoke truth to power. Cori Bush is a beautiful Black woman, a Black queen, somebody who has always told the line. And now we have AIPAC. And for people who don't know what AIPAC is, that's the American Israel Political Action Committee. That is the Jewish community trying to infuse themselves in elections all over the country, specifically when you have Democratic races around this country where there's a progressive running, because the progressive members of Congress said that we needed to stop this genocide and we needed to stop this these war crimes that Israel is committing. And AIPAC saw that as a reason to go at it against anybody that was progressive. So they already were successful in primarying Jamal Bowman. Now they're trying to do the same thing to Cori Bush. And let's be clear, while there are people who are saying, well, at least it'll be another Democrat that'll be in there, but no, this will be a feckless, weak Democrat who will have his pockets lined by AIPAC and will have to carry the water for AIPAC for the rest of his political career. I'm just saying. That's exactly what's happening. He's going to have to carry the water for AIPAC and anything they want to push through for the rest of his career. And let's be clear, AIPAC ain't here for our Black asses. They don't give a shit about our issues. What they give a shit about is their own political issues. and that don't involve black people. So I'm telling you, let's get out there. If you have a vote in the great state of Missouri, in Cori Bush's area, which is the St. Louis area, we need y'all to get out there and vote. We need y'all to tell everybody y'all know in that area. Let's get out there. Let's get galvanized. Let's get excited. We need to keep Cori Bush in office. I have a news flash for you. If they dismantle the squad and you don't have the squad over there, all we're going to have in Congress is a Republican Party and a Republican Party light. Because the centrist Democrats that y'all know today, establishment Dems, are nothing more than what we used to call the Republican Party. And newsflash, they don't care about black people. Only thing they care about is black votes, but they don't pass real legislation that helps us. Let's be clear. We're still waiting for the George Floyd Act. We're still waiting for the John Lewis voting rights bill. We're still waiting for things that they promised us. And you got members of the squad who are always out here fighting for things like this. But AIPAC don't want anybody to say anything about what's going on over there in the Gaza Strip. They don't want anybody to call for a ceasefire. They don't want anybody to say that there are war crimes going over there. They don't want anybody to speak truth to power. And if they do, they have a lot of money, they have a lot of influence, and they will use it to put you out. They did it to Jamal Bowman, and right now they're trying to do it to Cori Bush. And I got a news flash for you, Congressional Black Caucus, CBC. Where the fuck are y'all? Because if you think that it's just Cori Bush today or Jamal Bowman today, that it might not be y'all tomorrow, we don't have a whole lot of people, black people in Congress, okay? Why the fuck isn't the CBC out here screaming from the rooftops about AIPAC and what they did to fucking Jamal Bowman, screaming from the rooftops for what they did to Cori Bush? Because last time I checked, I thought we were supposed to protect our own. I thought we were supposed to be over here fighting for our own people, but y'all are more inclined to go over here and carry the water for white people and Jewish people and kiss their asses and suck on their ass and do whatever the hell they tell you to do. Yes, sir, massa. Yes, sir. And keep your mouths shut and not speak truth to power. And anybody who does speak truth to power, you sit there and you do like some people did in the past in slavery days. You sit there and you watch the atrocities and you keep your mouth closed. You don't say anything. You just sit back, you watch the atrocities, and you say, oh, I don't want it to happen to me. I don't want it to happen to me, so let me keep my mouth quiet. No. We got to step up, and we have to step up. The CBC is too passive, too feckless, and too silent on a lot of shit. I remember the days where the CBC was about that life. They didn't fuck off. But you said it right there, Aquarius. You said it right there. Because just like what they're doing to Jamal Bowman, what they did to Jamal Bowman, and just like what they're trying to do to Cori Bush, what AIPAC will do is they will say, oh, well, we'll just put a lot of money behind them. We'll get another black person in there, but it will be a black person who will do our bidding. Who will say, yes, sir, massa, yes, sir. Because we've lined their pockets. They're not going to help us out if we do their bidding. So we might as well scream from the rooftops that of what's going on. You might as well speak truth to power. I just don't understand how people get in these positions of power and just get quiet and silent and all of this stuff. But like you said, Aquarius is the only real sign. If AIPAC has lined your pocket and paid for your ticket into Congress, then these things happen. We got to fight for our sister Corey Bush. Wait, wait, he did. Oh, wait. Let me look. We got breaking news. Hold on. Hold your line. Is that true? Hold on. Let me see. Let me check. Let me check my let me check my uh I'm checking the major sites right now. I see what you put in the chat that he stepped down, but I ain't seen that yet. Let me, I have to go to my sources. I don't see none of my sources reporting that yet. I'm not saying that it ain't true, but I'm going to my sources. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go to a couple of my sources. If that actually did happen, let me see. Let's go to all of my sources. They're not reporting it yet. 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 It's not being reported just yet from any of my major sources. Now, that's not being reported yet, TJ, from any of my sources. TJ, can you tell me where what source you got that from? Wait, Tommy versus Jessica Down. Who will win in a fight? Angela Hall. What are you talking about? Angela Hall. What are you talking about? You right, LC. It's silent to keep their post. Listen. But yes, we got to get out here. I'm still checking y'all. I'm checking all my sources. Matter of fact, I'm about to text a couple of my secret sources. See what they say. But y'all please understand and please know. Oh, that's being reported by Newsmax. So Yana just sent me a post by Newsmax, as much as I'm going to trust Newsmax. But it's a post from Newsmax saying that one of their sources have told them that embattled President Biden plans to withdraw from presidential election as early as this weekend, with Sunday most likely. I told y'all he wasn't gonna make it to the end of the month. When you're right as much as I am, you don't have to brag about it. I told y'all he wasn't gonna make it to the end of the month. I knew that. At this point, it was too much. It was too much. It was too much being said. Well, I don't, like I said, Yana, can you put that in the? I'll put it in the members only chat. This is what Yana just sent me. I put it in the members only chat. Yeah, it's Mark Halperin. He says he has sources. That's the only one I've seen so far. Like I said, I am seeing a report that states exactly what you said about Harris looking for possible running mates. Yeah, I'm telling you, at this point, it's just when are they going to announce, when and how they are going to announce it. When and how are they going to announce it? It's just about when and how they're going to announce it. That's it. That's all. Cam's no more than me. Cam's is our political scientist here. Cam's is way more intelligent than I am, makes way more money than I do, LC. And I love a man like that. So we're gonna work beautifully together. I ain't even worried about that. I would not be how some people, they feel some type of way when their mate knows more than them or makes more than them. I don't feel no kind of way. Go on, boo. Go on, boo. You got it. I would support him gracefully. So I need drama. I need a general hospital scene with him asking them to carry on without him. But yes. So there are sources right now. Is right now though we have one source, and this is coming from Mark Halperin from Newsmax, who's reporting that he has word from um he has word from sources close to Joseph Robinette saying that he pretty much has agreed to step down out of the race as early as this Sunday. Harold, listen. The democracy is bigger than Joseph Robinette. Okay, we could not get disgruntled. Please be clear. Now, if we got to pivot to the next person, we got to pivot to the next person. Let's not have revisionist history as if Joseph Robinette has been black people's friends his whole political career. Let's not have revisionist history. Now, I'm not trying to paint Joe Biden as a bad person because I think he did a really good job as a president. However, I don't want anybody to feel we're not a cult like that other side where it's like, oh, if it ain't Donald Trump, it can't be nobody else. That's not who we are. That's not what we're about. I'm just saying. That's not who we're about. We are not a cult like what they got going on the other side. And what we could do is pivot and get behind the next person. And like I said to y'all earlier, I'm glad. I'd be glad if he does it quickly and gracefully so we can move to the next person and so we can get Kamala to get a good running mate, hopefully Andy Bashir. And salvage as many votes as we can and have a viable candidacy. But I don't want, people have this revisionist history like, oh my God, you can't do this to good old Joe. Listen, Joe Biden is not the Democratic Party. Like he told y'all some years ago. He actually said, I am the Democratic Party. Well, you're not. The Democratic Party is made up of a complex, conglomerate of voting bases, voting segments, and no one person can claim to be the Democratic Party. Let's just be clear. We will move, we will pivot, and go on to the next person. And we're not going to cry for Joe. Joe Biden has had a storied 50-plus year career in American politics. You're going to be real hard to find someone whose career, we ain't talking about how high they got, we're talking about the arc of their career is better than Joe Biden. I'm not going to cry for Joe Biden. We got to move on. We got more important things to think about, which is salvaging what's left of this democracy and try to keep us from going into an authoritarian, totalitarian country. We got to think about people like Cori Bush, who they're trying to oust. Do I need to remind you he's still giving full-throated support to a fucking genocide? Do I need to remind you of that? Exactly, Harold. He could be enjoying his retirement. He could still be doing that. Baby, I would have came out last year and said, listen, it was a great 4 years. I'm giving full support to my the candidacy of Kamala Harris, and I'm gonna enjoy the last years of my life. But you want to be bothered with this fuck shit? Child. They wouldn't have to tell me twice. You've already been president. It's not like you're trying to be president for the, for the first time. You've been president. You've always wanted to be president, and you did that. Sit your ass down. You get Secret Service staff for 10 years after your presidency. That's the rest of your life, sir. Let's just be clear. You have Secret Service detail for the rest of your life, and you could go on to glory to be with the ancestors. We're not ungrateful. We thank you for your service, but what we don't want you to be is hard-headed and pig-headed and let your ego get in the way, because you were not going to win. You're not going to win, Joe. It's over. And we're not going to sit here and we're not going to sit here and say, yeah, Joe, we got you. We're going to fall, and we know you're not going to win. Bruh. We got to salvage this election by any means necessary. I'm just saying. Let me check all these sites. I know Really B is getting ready to go live. I'm sorry, Really B, but I'm just trying to check everything. We found one source that said that they had intel that Joseph Robinette was going to announce that he was stepping out of the race by Sunday. I don't see anything else. I'm so sick of Van Jones. Speaking of a bitch that need to go sit the fuck down, somebody go get fucking Van Jones. He get on my goddamn nerves. I can't stand Van Jones. He really makes my nuts itch. I really cannot stand him. I just really can't stand him. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from any of my major I haven't seen anything from my major sources of truth saying what Newsmax is reporting, but I'm not saying that they're wrong. Yeah, none of my major sources of truth are reporting that. Child, I had to check. But Newsmax's Mark Halperin is he is reporting that. But yeah, Van Jones makes my nuts itch. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to send y'all over to Really B. Don't listen. Where's Ravine? Ravine, don't you go over there and tell her I made y'all late. Do not go over there to this woman's platform telling her that I made y'all late. Do not go over there. I'm gonna be in the bushes. I'm gonna just start timing people out. I'm gonna just start timing people out. If y'all go over there to this woman's platform and tell her that I made y'all late, I'm gonna just start timing y'all out. From the bushes. Nah. Anyway, let me get out of here. I gotta go. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Y'all could have been a whole lot of places, and y'all came over here and rocked with me in a whole live that we had for no damn reason. How much for your silent? We was over here live for no damn reason, and we've been on here an hour and 44 minutes and had a good time too. Let me see y'all over there. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I'll see y'all Monday.